Hello and welcome to another video on the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Today we are gonna do something very easy. It's the lower difficulty possible. It's bronze, which is for beginners only. But the point of making bronze is that my objective is not to show any kind of skill or any way to play. It's just to show both a redemption map, because I'm playing with the unofficial DLC called Redemption, which has been developed by mgamerz, and so to show this map, and because the Redemption unofficial DLC had about 16 map, if I remember properly. So I will show you one of those map in this video, one of the map that I prefer in this DLC. And I will also show you my build on my Turian soldier, because I think this build is very good at spamming permanently the enemies. So I'm gonna use but to show the effectiveness of and the ability to this build to spam constantly, I don't need to deploy it in a high difficulty level. Any difficulty will be enough to see and show how it can be cancer against the enemy, and so the bronze does job, and it will allow for a quicker video, which means less amount of data and less upload time, because for a video of 40 minutes approximately I need like 10 hours of upload approximately, so to make the things faster and easier for me. So I don't need a lot of power. Maybe just took something to enhance the shield regeneration, maybe. Or maybe a few sheets, I don't know. Maybe this. Hey. This is totally useless, but I will still use it because. And I see I forgot to buy crates before I leave the last time. I forgot to buy crates when I leave the game the last time, so I'm gonna buy first few crates of bonus. Take a lot of time to load. Good. Now I will see if there's any surplus of yeah, like this. I will use this. Yeah, this can be useful maybe. Yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna apply like this with my Turian soldier and his build. So I will show you the build before, show you how I built it in detail. So I set the fitness to have the biggest shield possible, to have the higher amount of damage on my weapon possible, the concussive shot, because it's useful when I'm out of ammunition, so it's just for that purpose. And the other will be to make explode the targets that are prime when I'm using incendiary ammunition, but I'm not using them currently, so not useful. And the how to say it, the marksman mode, which is set to enhance my my headshot damage by 25%, and also my rate of fire a bit the accuracy of course, but mainly the rate of fire. So you see how I build it, and which weapon I'm using, the mod, everything like that. So I will play a little bronze solo to show you why I choose, especially about the headaches, because a lot of people are already using the little SMG I got, because it got a good damage against armored target, but only few people use the headaches, so I'm gonna show you why. The reason for that. And why this is such a cool weapon. As you can see, when because when I'm using the marksman ability, the magazine of my assault rifle gets instantly refilled, and since the amount of time required to empty my mag is inferior to the amount of time required to reset the marksman, it gives me the ability to shoot with no interruption. Also, if you add on top of that the fact that the Hades assault rifle got a little stunning effect on the enemies, it stuns them a bit, it allows me to simply spam like a total retard. Okay. And my backup weapon. Also, since the ADAS assault rifle don't need to IM, because the IM is automatically made by the projectiles themselves, it allows me to simply spam like a dumb and don't even have to properly IM for the accurately for the enemies. I can just do that and simply continue to move. without having to care for my accuracy. Also, the fact that I don't need to IM properly mean that I don't need to use the right click zoom. So I don't know how it's called in English, but in French it's called effet tunnel. Tunnel, which can be translated as maybe cave or pipe, maybe something between that. Which means that that you are over focusing on something and forgetting what's happening around. And so, since I do not need to IM properly my target, it means that I can be more aware of what's happening, of what's going on around me. Oh. I don't like this objective. Yes! I did it! Ah! Let's go to my favorite place once again. Yeah, let's go camp. And so instead of having to IM properly like this, and I have to IM like no, I can just do that. And so my angle of vision, it's larger. I've got a greater angle of vision, and like I see more things. So I'm more aware of what's going on around me, and now we need a bit less time to react and to move. And so being more aware of what's going on around me, having a wider vision, and so being able to react quicker, to dodge things sometimes, will increase my ability to adapt to what's going on and to take better decisions. Because I haven't to think at all about the aiming, about hitting my targets. The rifle does it for me. I just got to keep my click, to keep my mouse like that, and I don't need to do anything else. So I can focus on everything else.
voie est libre.
L'ennemi se rassemble. Rechargez. Danger en approche.
Contact. Ennemi neutralisé.
L'ennemi se rassemble. Danger en approche.
Ok.
Ça, c'est du travail bien fait.
Ça y est.
L'ennemi se rassemble. Rechargez.
Contact.
Un drone espion a été abattu.
Yeah, escorting the drone.
Transmission.
Bien compris. On bouge.
Matrice de mobilité activée.
Considère comme un allié. Restez à côté pour qu'il continue à bouger.
Force avienne des routes. On voit des côtés.
Ça, c'est du bon boulot.
Ça y est.
L'ennemi se rassemble. Navette en approche.
Des ennemis.
Point d'extraction.
Bien
So I
reçu.
got to go away.
C'est parti.
Okay, I do shit.
J'ai touché. Bouclier perdu. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah. Ouh.
I'm doing a lot of crap, but don't worry.
Je suis presque à sec.
Okay. spent all my ammunition and I'm too lazy. Yeah. Die. And the solo itself wasn't a great solo. It was only bronze. I lost a lot of consumables and I did it in 15 minutes, which is not especially fast. It's just a normal time, but it gives you a little idea of what this build can do. And don't forget the fact that this was a solo, and this build, not having a lot of shield but having the ability to constantly spam, is the best. I'll say it wasn't the best way to show you all the potential of this build, but it was still enough to show you what you can and what you cannot do with it. So for example, if you play it in a gold or platinum match but with other player, this can be deadly as a support unit, because the stun ability will make you able to stun a bit and interrupt the little enemies, like the marauders, the phantoms, the dragoons, the saber soldiers, the Geth troops, all those kind of things. You can stun them directly, also the collectors, the captains, to stun them and interrupt them from what they are doing. And the ability to shoot with practically no interruption will make the spam constant, and so you will be able to sustain a lot of damage. The only limit of the two only limit being one, the number of ammunition you carry, and second, your shield, because if you get killed you cannot, or if you get stunned you cannot shoot. But as a support unit, this can be deadly, and I've used this build a lot myself, and it was very effective as a support unit while being in a second and third line and spamming constantly the enemies, which couldn't do anything properly because they get interrupted very quickly and endured a lot of damage, and they just could die, while a first line unit was taking the damage, and so I was not interrupted and I was able to spam constantly. So I think this video is over, and see you later for the next video.